Welcome back to Mental Groove, the home of raw truth and real talk. Today, we're diving into another explosive Kevin Samuels moment that pulls no punches. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and get ready. Because this one, it's not for the faint of heart. Let's get into
it. You can book a time. My show, hold on, I'll be right back. My show is not to give you exposure. If you want brand exposure, purchase advertising. Hello, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 20. I'm 30. 30 from Atlanta.
20, you say you're 30 from Atlanta. All right, your first name?
Jasmine.
All right, so what's your criticism?
My criticism is I want you to critique the women who date men for money. Since you got so much negativity to say about women, how do you feel about women who date men or are with men specifically for money? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like they're wise or they're
I don't
dumb?
understand the question. You want me to critique who?
Criticize women who date specific men with intentions, meaning you're very specific about the women that you feel are within your means, within Kevin's line. What do you feel about the women that are specific about men as far as money? How do you feel about that? Like, is it good?
I need you. I don't know if you. No offense, but I don't know if you've been drinking. Because I'm not.
No, I've been trying to join your live.
Okay, other people are saying the same thing, so I don't understand the question. You want me to critique women who do what?
Who date men for money specifically? How do you feel about that?
Why? No.
Why?
No,
because
hold on. That's not a criticism. That's you wanted me to talk about a topic. I don't care if women date men for money. Anything else?
I'm waiting for your answer.
No, there is no answer to that, ma'am.
It's not. No critical.
No, ma'am. I'm going to ask you something, okay? You're 30 years old, right?
30.
Okay, do me a favor. Represent black women in a good way, just like you want me to represent black men. What you're doing right now is not really a good look. You don't look like you really give a damn. You smoking.
Actually, I do. That's why I'm here. I want to hear how you feel.
You don't.
Because you don't give a damn about women. You don't. You don't. You don't respect all women.
How don't I give a damn about women?
You don't. You're specific to a certain.
Explain.
You're specific.
No.
You're
See,
specific to a certain.
You can't overtalk me. The first thing you can't.
Can I respond?
The first thing you can't do.
Are you gonna let me respond, Kevin?
See, this is why I said the ground rules.
Can I respond?
You can calm down, and I'll give you a chance to respond. But the first ground rule is over talking. One, the audience can't hear. Two, it's disrespectful. I will let you exit stage left.
Can I respond?
I don't give a damn.
Let me know when I can respond, Kevin.
Well, you say I don't give a damn about women. Based upon what?
Generally speaking, big women, strong women, weak women, black, white. Overall, you have a certain specific crowd of women that you cater to. So with that being said, the women outside of big women, small, you're very generalized as far as women that you feel are worthy. So I'm just speaking for everybody, generally.
Well, you're not speaking for everybody. You're speaking for yourself,
I'm not.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm waiting for you to ask how big
First off, see, this is what I mean. You can't have a respectful conversation with somebody who wants to overtalk. No, I have hundreds, thousands of women who love what I do.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, more women like me than dislike me.
That's true. I like you. Who said I don't like you?
Well, but how can women like me and I don't give a damn about them?
I don't know. I said generally speaking.
No, generally means
that's why I'm here.
No. Generally means the majority. See, the majority of women like what I have to say.
So they appreciate it.
They like it and appreciate it.
So my question is, you cannot
overtalk me. You don't get 1 million followers here and 1 million followers there.
My page private. I don't need followers.
Well, I don't. Again, So this is why I want you guys to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Having a conversation with somebody, you don't really have a critique. You just don't like it. And here's the thing. If you don't like what I have to say,
I'm listening.
go somewhere else. Because you haven't asked one legitimate
You ain't said
question.
shit. My question is, women who date men for money, how do you feel about that? That's my question. You can't answer that.
Yeah. Again, and this is why I tell you, I don't do anything except I can't make women look good or bad. I just talk to women.
Today's video dives into a viral live stream exchange where a caller, Jasmine, came with a challenge, but ended up proving a deeper point about emotional accountability. Jasmine, a 30-year-old from Atlanta, jumped into the conversation intending to criticize the host. Her question: what do you think about women who date men for money? The host's response was simple: I don't care. But that wasn't good enough for Jasmine. She pressed on, accusing him of being biased, claiming he only respects a certain kind of woman, and generalizing his views unfairly. What unfolded wasn't a debate, it was an emotional unraveling. Instead of presenting facts, she made sweeping generalizations. She claimed to speak for all women, but offered no structure, no data, just feelings. And that's the problem. We're living in an era where emotions override logic and victimhood gets louder than accountability. Kevin, meanwhile, stayed composed. He reminded her, this is his platform. Emotional chaos is not a substitute for a coherent point. And yes, generalizations exist for men and women. Thousands of women follow and support his content, not because it's always comfortable, but because it's honest. Jasmine didn't want an answer, she wanted a fight. And that's the difference between being offended and being challenged to grow.